The guy, though, that I think it's really happening for seems to be Dalton Kincaid. He has his first 100-yard game of his career last week. How trustworthy is he to you, though, as a fantasy commodity? Because while he's either number one or number two in yards per route run. Part of that is he's not running all the routes. It's kind of weird. It's 60, 65%. So is he week to week trustworthy, top level tight end at this point?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought Kincaid up. He doesn't have more than 6 targets in any game. As you mentioned, he's not a full snap guy. The key to remember with him, though, is when he's on the field, he draws a very high target share. It's just he doesn't play all the snaps. He's not the greatest blocker, obviously. Dawson Knox is always going to have a role, and they have their rotation of receivers. But you look at the scan, he scored 3 touchdowns. He had 108 yards in the New England game, caught all of his targets. And you would think when a player produces this well, you would think a role would expand. Now, we've been spoiled in maybe the last 5 or 10 years. You'd think of that receiver class of 2014 where the rookies were so good. It used to be that, don't draft rookie receivers. Certainly don't draft rookie tight ends. Those guys aren't going to do anything. And then we've had things like Kyle Pitts was really good as a rookie, and Sam Laporta was really good as a rookie, and Brock Bowers was really good as a rookie. And sometimes we look at players like Kincaid and say, how come you weren't great as a rookie? Even though 673 yards as a rookie, 73 catches, there was once upon a time that was like a wonderful season. Last year he was hurt, he missed some time, and a year 3 breakout makes sense. That used to be the trajectory. We used to target third-year receivers. We used to target third-year tight ends. And a question I'm always asking myself with a fantasy tight end is he the number 1 or number 2 target on his team? Can I at least tell myself a story that he could lead his team in whatever it is, targets, catches, touchdown catches, red zone opportunities? And with Kincaid, all those answers are yes. So I think his role will expand. He'll get his snap share will tick up. But even if it doesn't, what he's doing right now comfortably makes him a top 10 tight end, maybe a top 5 or 6 tight end. And I think, a lot of times when a player outproduces what you expected through 5 weeks, like, should I sell high? Should I move off this? Should I take advantage if the market has changed their opinion on Dalton Kincaid? I think he's a firm hold.